Today I'm with co-founders of the innovative eyewear retailer Warby Parker at their headquarters in New York to talk about startups and creativity. Time magazine calls them game changers, and GQ says they're the poster child for successful fashion startups, raising $100 million last year alone in venture capital funding. Neil was named a fellow for emerging leaders in public service at NYU. He was named Young Global Leader by the World Economic Forum and one of the 100 most creative people in business by Fast Company. Dave serves as a founding member of the Entrepreneur Board of Venture for America, an organization dedicated to mobilizing graduates as entrepreneurs in low-cost cities. They've distributed over 1 million pairs of glasses to people in need through their Buy a Pair, Give a Pair program. Their mission to help the world has increased productivity by 35% with an economic impact of over $200 million to underserved regions. In just a few short years, Warby Parker has exceeded its sales expectations. How did you get your start?
For us, it was just trying to solve our own problem. We'd walk into an optical shop getting really excited about a pair of glasses and walking out feeling like we got ripped off.
Yeah, so simply put, we cut out all the middlemen and saw an industry that we thought was broken, where there are a couple behemoth companies that are marking up glasses 10 to 20 times what they cost to manufacture. We design all our glasses right here in our office in New York, and we sell them directly to consumers at warbyparker.com or through our own retail stores, and we pass those savings back on to consumers.
So many people are leaving their jobs and they don't want the 9-to-5 corporate job anymore, and they're launching their own startups. What advice would you have to someone who's just launching a startup today?
One great piece of advice is just focus is key for any startup. One of our investors kind of used the analogy that if you're walking down a path to a giant pot of gold at the end and you stop to pick up every shiny object along the way, you're going to get too tired to actually reach that giant pot of gold at the end. And so strategy is as much about what you don't do as what you do. And with any startup, you're going to have limited resources, and so really need to focus on the areas where you have a unique advantage, that you have the opportunity to do something better than any other company in the world.
General feedback about risk and failure with startups, what's your view on it?
I don't think you can change the world by without taking risks. In an almost irrational view of the world, where you feel like you can actually change the world and do something that no one's ever done before. Every day there are a million ups and downs. There are fires that start that need to be put out, and no matter how good things look to the outside world, on the inside there's kind of a constant state of chaos, and just need to be comfortable with that and have the confidence that the path you're on is the right one.
Talk about your partners in general. Like, how do you find the right collaborators and the partners without diminishing the brand?
And we try to think pretty holistically about everyone that we work with. So whether it's kind of public-facing collaborators or even kind of our supply chain partners. So we work with manufacturers all over the world, and we want to make sure that they're treating their employees the same way that we think about treating our employees, and that they're abiding by the same values that are really important to us as an organization.
That seems like a lot of extra work. It seems like a lot of extra time. Most companies will just go with like the least expensive supplier, but you're really investing all this time to make sure your suppliers mesh with your core values.
Yeah, I mean, we think it's critically important that every piece of our business, whether it's something that we do in-house or we work with another party, really abides by the values that we established, and we think that's incredibly important to every one of our employees. It's incredibly important to our customers, and so we want to make that commitment and be pretty transparent about what we're doing.
And cause-related marketing seems to be at the heart of your strategy. How does that work?
We want to build an organization that had an impact in the world, right? We think that business is uniquely suited to create a positive impact if you prioritize it. So for us, for every pair of glasses we sell, we distribute one to someone in need. We've now distributed over 1 million pairs of glasses to people in need, which is really exciting, but it's, at the end of the day, it's actually still a drop in the bucket. Over 700 million people around the world need glasses. We as humanity are not being very effective here and need to make glasses available. That being said, we actually don't lead with our social mission. And the reason why we don't lead with our social mission is because when we talk to consumers, we know that the number one reason why they buy glasses is for how they look on their faces. So for us, it's let's make an awesome product that does good in the world, but that might not be the number one reason why you buy from us.
Do you think mission-oriented strategy is a strategy that all organizations should embrace?
We think every organization should have a pretty strong social mission, and for us, we've seen just countless benefits of building in a social mission into the DNA of our company. And we're very much a for-profit company and want to show that you can build a scalable, profitable business that also does good in the world. And for us, some of the biggest benefits have just been being able to attract and retain really talented, driven, passionate employees that want to work for an organization that is doing something beyond just focusing on the bottom line and recognizing that everything we do in the office has a bigger impact. We feel like having a social mission also allows us to build closer relationships with our customers, and so we think that regardless if a company is for-profit or non-profit, they should focus on how they can make the world a better place.
Great. Thank you so much. You guys were amazing.
Thank you.